Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a local college professor makes a special discovery while studying our solar system. And a group of Eastern Kentucky college students organize a special giveaway to help people celebrate some special occasions.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you at 6:33 on this Thursday morning. I'm Dakota Makris, and it just got so busy so fast here. Let's check in with Brandon. Brandon, I know you've been very busy this morning tracking storms, rain, fires. You know, our friends down in East Tennessee are seeing some very bad forest fires this morning. So just prayers for them, and thankfully we're not seeing anything too major today.
Exactly. So thankfully it's much quieter up here now. I'm not saying that there's been no fires up here, because we've had a lot of wind over the last couple of days. But again, quieter up here. No mandatory evacuations by any means, but some fires did get close to some homes yesterday. So thankfully maybe the rain beat those back just a little bit this morning. Let's take a look, see what's going on across our region. Live pinpoint Doppler radar. Now some heavy rain went through earlier, but some more pockets are trying to move in from the northwest. So we're going to continue to see some scattered showers throughout the day. There's another pocket coming out basically through parts of across the I-65 corridor heading in this general direction. That is all ahead of a front that will impact us a little bit later on this morning. US 119, no, not US 23. Sorry, I got my wires crossed there for a second. US 119 up on top of Whitesburg Pine Mountain this morning. A little bit on the soggy side, but they're in a break right now. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s. 55 in Hazard and Wise to 67 in Harlan, down toward I-75 in Lake Cumberland into the upper 50s this morning. 66 basically off and on throughout the day. I do believe that 66 this afternoon will be right there before lunchtime as temperatures stabilize and rebound just a little bit, and then we'll get down to right around 37 overnight. Could see some scattered chances for showers or maybe even a few snowflakes if some of those sheltered valleys get just a touch cooler there overnight. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. And if you're just now tuning in, we do have two school closings due to power outages. It is Floyd Central High School and Duff Allen Central Elementary. And of course, for any other closings, you can go on our website and the ticker on your screen. Well, over in Laurel County, 39-year-old Richard Travis' fiance was arrested on assault charges on Tuesday. Police say they were called to look into a domestic fight. Once they arrived, they found a woman bleeding from her forehead. Well, she claimed the attacker ran off. Police were able to locate him, and police also found drug paraphernalia on him when they were searching him. Police in Louisa arrested a woman Wednesday morning after discovering that the car she was driving was reported stolen last month. Police say they arrested 33-year-old Shelly Ann Collins. While investigating, police say they found 3 pounds of meth, 4 ounces of marijuana, 1 ounce of heroin, scales, and small baggies. She was taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. And in Pulaski County, 25-year-old Jake Crabtree was arrested in connection to catalytic converter thefts there. Burnside police tell us the thefts happened across southeastern Kentucky, usually at boating access areas. They say Crabtree also stole other items from those areas. Well, they're warning people with boating season approaching to keep everything locked up and don't leave any items in vehicles in plain sight. A Madison County military veteran living in Ukraine is trying to get back home. The Veterans Committee in Richmond is collecting donations to get the man and his family back on their feet when they return here to the Commonwealth. Army veteran Harvey Carroll Jr., his wife and teenage son are currently living in Ukraine. Well, the family does have a place to live when they come back to Madison County with first month's rent already paid. But community members are working to fill that home with donations.
We're looking primarily for furniture items and or clothing, because they had to leave everything they had when they left Ukraine.
Why shouldn't we? It's an individual who has been forced out of their house. They've been forced out of the country they've been living in for God knows how long.
Well, if you'd like to donate clothing or furniture for the family, we have information in this story on WYMT.com. Well, a professor at Hazard Community and Technical College has made a significant astronomical discovery which was recently published in the Astrophysical Journal. Dr. Jeremy Wood's article is titled "The Transformation of Centaurs into Jupiter Family Comets." In it, Dr. Wood highlights his discovery of perihelion barrier, where Centaurs are transformed into Jupiter family comets. Dr. Wood says this is the first, he is the first person to make this discovery.
It's about 6.3 astronomical units from the sun, where Jupiter is 5.2. Neptune is about 30.1. The planet Earth is 1.
Well, Dr. Wood says he is already working on his next project, studying asteroid patterns around Uranus. Well, students at the University of Pikeville announced a new donation drive yesterday, one that specializes in helping people celebrate. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about a new initiative to slice off a little love for people in need.
That's the
The bears are building up blessings one box at a time.
honestly rare, to see this, because you see clothing drives, you see other food drives, but to see like a birthday cake box drive. So I feel like that's a need that sometimes people aren't, made aware of.
Students from the University of Pikeville Student Social Workers Association are asking the community to donate to the birthday cake box drive.
It's not something I really would have thought about. I would have thought about doing, canned food or other things that people normally do. But I thought it was a really unique need, and I think it's really interesting. I think it's a great project, and it's a great way for the community to get involved.
Each birthday cake box includes cake mix, icing, candles, and a can of Sprite, placed inside of a foil cake pan, giving everything needed to make the birthday dish, replacing the milk and eggs with a little soda.
I actually did not even know that myself until I recently, saw the post on Facebook. And so actually, even within the boxes, we're going to contain the recipe.
Those boxes will be placed in blessing boxes around the city, making them available to anyone in need, in hopes that someone's special day will be a little sweeter.
I mean, some of my fondest memories of when I was, was a young child, and my mom would throw like a birthday party for me, with all my family there. And so I feel like that's why it's also so special to me, is like birthday parties in my family are kind of like a big thing, like a big celebration.
The students say it is not really about providing cakes.
That is what the heart of social work is, to see a need in your community, to do your best to alleviate it, do what you can to help those in need.
It is about proving to someone
We'll have to look at how they packed them on Facebook.
that someone else cares. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
You can contact Jamie Young at jamie.young@upike.edu. Donations can also be dropped off at the UPike Student Success Office in the Administration Building. Well, spring break at the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport is likely to be the busiest ever. Travelers are encouraged to arrive early to make sure they get through the airline counter and security. From today to Monday, nearly 35,000 departing seats are scheduled. The most popular state to visit right now is Florida.
6:40 here on this Thursday morning. We're wrapping up the month of March on a kind of interesting note, to say the least. There this morning, had some strong winds overnight, a sustained gust of close to 60 miles per hour there at the Whitley County Airport down in Williamsburg overnight. We'll talk more about all of those wind gusts here in a little bit. But again, some rain coming through, some heavier rain, but no severe weather. Just the wind was the severe threat there, with the fires popping up yesterday. So we're going to continue to track that for you as we head to the daytime hours today. Temperatures still fluctuating out there. 55 Wise, Hazard, 63 Pikeville, 58 London, 59 Somerset, 67 up again toward Jackson, and 65 in Prestonsburg. Wind still cranking out there, but it's calmed down quite a bit into the teens and 20s, even some single digits showing up out there this morning. Breakfast forecast, it's going to be back and forth rain chances for a while today, and we're going to be seeing the keyword scattered in this case. Don't even pay attention to those temperatures at this point. They're kind of a moot point, but again, the rain chances will be around through your morning commute. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. At 6:41 here, still to come on Mountain News this morning. We have some good news for cruise lovers in our region. We'll have those details in just a few minutes.